Hey everybody, Ashton here from Muse Themes. Let's take a look at our new Neptuno theme from Muse. We've got a really colorful, cheery layout here, and as with most pages in this theme, it's structured with this cool grid type of layout that's fully responsive. As you can see here on the homepage, these grid elements provide us lots of variety that are very simple to customize in Muse, with things like individual products, promotions, calls to action, videos, and more. The theme as a whole is simple to customize in Muse, and the pages are highly refined, including the grids and the shop page. So if this is a design that you want to commit to, this theme will work very well for you, and you could have the images swapped out and theme customized to your liking in no time at all. We're going to take a closer look at everything in Muse in a moment, but let's click over to that shop page. Now, e-commerce sites in Muse tend to go one of two different directions. You've got your drop-in shops, which is handy for sites that use e-commerce platforms that include a widget or embed code for an entire shop. This is a good option in many cases, but it's usually pretty restrictive in styling and integration throughout the site as a whole. The other option is individual product pages. Now, this option allows you to design your own product pages and simply drop a buy button onto said pages for the actual sale itself. This, of course, gives you much more styling control and allows you to make the store match the tone of the site much more accurately. Now, our Neptuno theme is designed with that latter method. I can click on any of these products here to see a sample of our product pages, which look great and perfectly match the style of the whole site. This is definitely the simplest e-commerce integration we've ever done in a Muse theme, and we think you're going to like it. And we'll cover more on that in a bit, so let's switch over to Muse. We've got everything laid out nicely here on the top row with one sub-page here for the individual product page. Now, this is meant to be duplicated for as many product pages as you need, and you can do so by right-clicking on it and selecting Duplicate Page. You'll notice here in the video that the theme shows all of the default stock imagery that we saw in the live demo, but just keep in mind that when you download the theme file from our website, you'll have the exact same layout and assets, but the stock images will be blurred. And this is simply due to our distribution limitations of the stock imagery, but it's meant to be swapped out anyway with your own content. Let's click into the homepage. As you can see, the grids are refined and fully functional right out of the box, utilizing state buttons, rectangles, and text boxes, all of which are designed to perform perfectly responsive in the browser. With a theme like this, it's best to utilize the existing grid layout as is, and you can update the grid elements by simply selecting any of the outer rectangles and replacing the background image up here with the fill menu, or simply by right-clicking on it and selecting Replace Background Image. There are a lot of things you can do with these grid elements, including the video box here on the bottom right. And this here simply uses a Vimeo link, but you can utilize share links to any platform like YouTube, etc. Let's jump back out to our plan view. Now, there's lots of pages here with various elements in them: product galleries, various contact forms, FAQs, returns and exchanges, etc. The majority of those pages utilize accordions to display long text in a concise way. There's no need to explore every single page here, but I do want to spend some time covering the e-commerce functionality of this site, so let's click into that shop page here again. Now let's talk a little bit about e-commerce. As many of you know, we've used just about every e-commerce platform that's compatible with Muse. We've made half a dozen different e-commerce widgets and have integrated several e-commerce platforms into different themes. The idea here is to show as many different options as possible, and if you've played around with any Muse sites or our products, you know that not every e-commerce platform is perfect for every site. Some are more powerful than others, while sometimes a platform with a million settings and options is overkill. As mentioned earlier, there are drop-in stores that can be handy, and when you need single product pages designed to your liking, or when you're only selling a few items, buy buttons can be the best option. PayPal buttons and Snipcart can be good options in these cases. For the Neptuno theme here, we have chosen to integrate a platform called Gumroad. It's a platform we really like, and it's incredibly simple to set up. In fact, in the past, we've considered building a widget for it, but it's actually so simple that you don't even need a widget. Now, keep in mind, you can use any e-commerce platform you'd like with this theme. It may just require a bit of additional customization to build in your platform of choice. To set up Gumroad, the general idea is that you add a single line of HTML head code to the page, and then link anything you like to your products on Gumroad. I'm going to jump out to my plan view really quick, and let's give a right click on the master page and select Page Properties. And in the Metadata tab, we can see the Gumroad code has already been implemented into the theme site-wide, so no need to worry there. This code allows Gumroad links to act like buy buttons and open up as pop-ups, as well as integrate a cart that works across the entire site. All you need to do is go to Gumroad.com. Let me switch over there really quick. And you'll want to open an account and set up some products here. I'm not going to explore the entire Gumroad platform in this tutorial here, but it is incredibly simple. And once you've got a product set up, just grab the product share link. We've set up a sample product, so let me click over to it now. You can see here right now it's just a Gumroad link, but it's a product we've created, and using this very link, I can take any button, text, or whatever, and turn it into a buy button that when clicked, it will pull up a pop-up window for purchase. If I jump back to Muse, and we'll go to our single product page, and I'll select our buy button, and we can see all that we've done is added that same product link into the button's hyperlink. So now let me click over to that single product page of our live demo. And as you recognize from the theme, it's got all the same page assets from the Muse theme, but when we click on our Buy Now button, instead of being taken off-site, that HTML code that we've added enables the product to load in a pop-up instead. So the visitor never leaves the site for purchase. It's pretty simple and very awesome. Now our sample product is set to $0 by default so that nobody accidentally buys something on the live demo, but I can bump up the price here. So I'll just add it to like $1. And we'll select a size here real quick. And let's click Add to Cart. And we can then see a cart appear up here on the top right with our item. And the cart is persistent from page to page. So if I click over to the home page, our cart remains accessible. This is definitely the simplest e-commerce platform that includes a cart that we've ever used at Muse Themes. Pretty awesome. So back into Muse in our plan view. We talked about the single product page earlier, but feel free to duplicate this page as many times as needed for the number of products that you're selling. Simply replace the title, description, and images for the different products. And then of course update each buy button with the proper product link from Gumroad. Let's click over to our shop page once again. This page uses a standard Muse composition widget to display all of the products in the shop. Now, depending on the number of products that you're selling, you may want to arrange the page differently. The composition here currently has 3 pages, and you can of course add or remove pages as needed. Working with Muse compositions can be tricky, so be careful as you proceed, and make sure to view our other tutorials that cover compositions if you need a memory refresher. If you need to add pages to the composition, you can actually copy all of the items on one page and paste them into an additional page. This repeats the layout precisely and keeps things really neat. And when items are pasted, of course, you'll just want to replace the images and descriptions accordingly. And you'll also want to consider the amount of description text that you want to use. Currently, there are short descriptions here because longer description text will wrap as the page is sized downward, and this will cause the grid elements to become slightly misaligned. So if you wish to use longer descriptions, just extend the white rectangle on each grid element. One more thing you could do is actually eliminate the composition entirely. If you find it easier to work with static elements, or if you only have a few items in your collection, a composition with multiple pages may not be needed. So that's our Neptuno theme. Have fun with this one. It's definitely a fun and unique addition to our theme library. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to let us know in support. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care.